Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what does it really mean to be a spiritual being. What does really mean to be awake with your third eye open, to see the illusion of the matrix and to see behind this veil that society creates for us. So when you finally decide to go in your spiritual path, you decide to walk on the spiritual research, you will realize that after you kill all your demons, after you see the lies that society raises us with, after you break free from these disempowering techniques that society and institutions used to keep us stuck, you will realize that when your third eye is open, in reality, we as a spiritual beings, we have a lot of stuff to do. Why? When finally we understand that the reality outside is the manifestation of the reality inside, we start to take care very strongly about ourselves. We start to take care of our demons, our shadows, our dark nights of the soul. And at the same time, we look outside on what we manifest or what we had in our life that was not good. Evolving as a spiritual being, it means that one of our mission is to heal family patterns, heal family dynamics. Most of our traumas come from unhealthy family situations. Parents that maybe they were not really capable, or they were not prepared or spiritually evolved to raise a baby. Babies are mystical beings. They are pure. Society did not hurt them. Evil did not get them yet. Babies are just expression of who they are. They don't know what is good, what is wrong, what is acceptable or what is not acceptable. They don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to lie. So baby, in a sense, are the essence of spirituality. In babies, you can see how a spirit behave, how a spirit that didn't get touched yet by humans is a being that hasn't been modified by the circumstances in which he found himself. So it's still really pure and he hasn't been affected by anything. So when we deal with babies, we realize how much important is to raise them in a way that will not traumatize them. Unfortunately, in our society, we train babies in the wrong way. We create self-doubt in them through the school system. We train them to become dependent in external validations. We train them to feel in competitions for a high grade, or we train them to feel that they have always to prove something. We teach them to control their emotions sometimes in wrong way. We are aggressive with them, maybe we slap them, maybe we shout at them. And babies are like sponges, and because they are so mystical and so pure and so slow. You know, babies, if you observe babies, they are really slow to understand things, and they act impulsively though. So our methods of raising children is wrong, and we are the proof of a system that was not working. We grew up feeling unworthy, we grow up with fear of shame, we grow up with self-doubt, we grow up that we feel we are nothing and no one, that we've got nothing to provide to this planet, that we don't have a life mission, we don't have a life purpose. We feel competition, we feel threatened, we have paranoia. They taught us to repress our emotions instead to teaching us to let them go and understand them and heal them and allow them to be, because it's normal. This is what we are. We are born, and if a baby is tired, he will cry. He will cry for hours without realizing that he's crying because he's just tired, but that is his emotion. So he just cries and acting that way because that is what he feels. So instead of having a society that teach you how to embrace your emotion, how to understand your emotion, how to channel your emotion, how to let them go, we live in a society that teach you either to repress it, either they teach to men that they're not allowed to cry and to women that they can cry. So they just feed us with wrong teaching, with wrong technique of raising children. So we are the example, we are the testimony. Oh,
witness.
So we are the evidence, we are the proof that the way the society raised us was not really functioning. A lot of people that I meet, they have trouble in their life due to the way that the parents and the family were. So maybe they were narcissistic parents, or they were abusing parents, or they were controlling parents, or toxic parents, etc. So every one of us had their own battle in which we needed to get free from. And this, I think, is not coincidence. We were meant to be born in a system that was not working. We were meant to be born in dysfunctional families in order for us to see the bigger picture and heal those situations. So as a spiritual beings, we are called from source to step up and bring light into those situations. My angel always showed me that sometimes we are victim of family curses. Sorry for my Italian. Family courses, or and they explained to me something that I still need to figure out totally. It's just patterns of behavior, all right, that could be in your family from generations. So let's say that, you know, in this time of the planet Earth, we don't really know a lot about our ancestor. Is a it's something that we lost as a ritual. We don't do it anymore. We don't take it, yeah, we don't do it. Most of the time, the maximum that we know is what happened to our grandmother. But some family, even your great grandmother, is already a mystery, you know. And my angel would explain me that in our ancestor family lines, we have some toxic patterns of behavior that kept going on generation after generation. Those toxic behavior needs to be broken by the awakened one. So if we have been in family that were narcissist, in family that were abusive, in family that they were using black magic, there was battles, there were hate, abuse, addiction, it's part of our mission to bring this stuff to the light. It's part of our mission to bring it to the light, discuss about it, and putting down our feet on it. In this way, we can break entire generational courses. Why am I not able to pronounce it goodly? Curses. And this is one of our mission. So probably that's why when I speak about there is not only God, and there is God and there is the evil, but they have a vital function in our life in order for us to evolve. If we didn't see those toxic patterns of behavior, if we didn't experiment these things in our skin, we wouldn't have had the braveness to step up, speak about it, showing the proof, defending ourselves, and healing the situation for the next generation, for your children, for the future generation. We don't want the future generation to go through what we've been through. With a school system that disempower you, that make you feel self-doubt, with parents that were not mentally prepared to raise children, that were abusive, that were toxic. So being a spiritual beings, awakening from this matrix, awakening from everything that happened in our life, and understand that our mission was way bigger than what we thought. Even though we are completely, maybe, we suffered for what happened in our life. We suffered from this toxic relationship with these wrong patterns, repetitive patterns that maybe is in our family line for I don't know how long. In reality, this sufferance, this breakdown that we have been through, was a way for Source to bring the balance. I was awakened since when I was little. I could see what was wrong in the school system. I could see how much traumas, how much fear, competition, judgment the school system were creating in children. I observe my inner child being modified and being manipulated by this process. And with family as well, I could see, and I did a lot of research as well, because as I always told you guys, I was born diving deep in these things. I was, looking at the family history, at the family ancestor patterns, and I was figuring out that there was a little bit of whatever. I mean, in every family there are different issues. We are not perfect, and it's fine. I'm not crucifying anyone. I'm just saying I could notice that there were some like little bit of controlling issues or toxic pattern of behavior, and I had to bring healing into my own family. I I had to fight to heal, in a sense, uh, my family. So we have a big responsibility as a spiritual beings. We have the responsibility not only to awaken from this illusion, but we are also the one that has to change it. We are the one that have to evolve, because we don't want to repeat the same things, and because we have to manifest a different earth. When I was 15, Source told me that the earth would have split in two, but the sense was that the awakened people and the people that understand the importance of being a spiritual being, to heal family patterns, will modify the future. And you will move into a different future. Instead, people that are not awake, people that didn't see the brainwash, people that didn't bring healing in their family, didn't bring healing in situation, and they remain stuck with it, probably they will repeat the same mistakes with their children and for the future generation, and they will not move in a better earth. So the vision that they gave me, they were these two balls that were like splitting from the planet Earth, and they were just showing me that the divine creature that started to understand that what they believe, they manifest, they will go in another reality. Vibrational wise is another layer of reality, and the people who get caught up by demon, that doesn't awake, that doesn't see behind the illusion, that doesn't want to heal family pattern, that doesn't want to evolve as a spiritual being, they will keep manifesting in a low vibrational earth that will still be present, it will still exist. So it's like we are in the same earth, but we're not. We are in the same planet, but we are. Spiritual people are focusing in the evolution, in the growth, in create a better environment for children, creating a better environment to evolve and bring in healing. When you choose the path of spirituality, you need to take this on your shoulder. You have the responsibility of awakening yourself, helping yourself, but also helping others, helping families, patterns of behavior. And if it's not possible to heal, you will have to let them go, because you cannot stay attached from people that doesn't want the highest good for you, them, and everyone else. Those are not divine creatures. There are people that want only their happiness. They want only to control, and they're just full of demons. So in some cases we need to detach ourselves. In some cases we can bring healing and evolution. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comment if you have any question, and like and subscribe. Of course.